Chaps! Is it just me? Or is there something off with this 737? Why does it look so long? This is not a normal 737, but it is instead the brand new Boeing 737 MAX 10. We finally have a MAX 10 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And you can get it for the extortionately cheap price of £7. This is done somewhat properly. Because if you haven't already caught the small catch, this is the Asobo 737 MAX, but stretched. But if that was the only thing they'd done to it, I wouldn't be making a video on it. Because not only have they done that, but they've actually changed some stuff with the entire airplane. Such as giving it some liveries. They changed the flight model. They changed some of the systems. So we actually get to properly experience the MAX 10 in a flight sim. Now, oh my god, £2.79. But yeah, RMStudios, the people who have made the 737 MAX 10, also made the MAX 9, which also has a custom flight model and some extra liveries and stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Ryanair, but the MAX 10 does, but I'm sure they will get to that at some point, because they are updating the planes, and that is very good of them. Thank you very much, RM. Now, as said, this thing does come with some liveries. We have Air Mexico, Air France, for some reason. We have Alaska, American, Copa, Corendon, Fly Dubai, Golinhas, Lion, Ryanair, South African, Turkish, United, another United, Southwest, and just a plain white. Alright, and here we are with our longer than normal 737, which you can definitely tell is longer than normal. I'm not entirely sure how RM actually managed to modify the files of the 737, because apparently the files for the aircraft in this flight sim are heavily locked down and you can't really access them. But hey, RM has done something that I thought was impossible, and I hope we get the MAX 7 next, and maybe some other variants of planes we don't have in the sim. It's just a regular 737 MAX on the exterior, except it's just longer. Textures are doing texture things. It's Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. They're going to do LOD things. Stepping into the cockpit as well, it is the regular 737 MAX cockpit. We have external power here. Let's go and turn that on. Very nice. By the way, we are actually at Boeing Renton, the place where they actually are building planes like the MAX 10. Alright, the instruments are online. I have noticed the blue is a deeper blue than usual, I think. But could just be an artifact of the add-onage, but I'm not going to complain. We have a MAX 10 in the sim, and having a MAX 10 in the sim is pretty cool. Start da Apu. Now, as it said in the description, it does have a custom FMC apparently, which it does say 737 MAX 10 and 737-10 in the FMC. Genuinely better than Captain Sim already. And do we have anything in the menus, settings? Do we have Sim Brief maybe? We do not have Sim Brief, I don't think. In the meantime, let's actually have a look at the cabin, which it does have a full cabin. I believe they stretched the cabin, or just added more stuff to the cabin to fit the stretched model, which it's definitely pretty long. Alright, here we are at the back of the cabin. There's a bit of Z fighting here, but oh well, it happens. Yeah, it's a pretty long cabin, this is. I mean, this This is pretty, big, to say the least. One thing I haven't actually checked is it should be heavier, empty weight-wise. I think the regular 737 weighs about 30 tons empty. And I think this weighs about 40. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. 50 tons. Alright, engines are pretty much started. Can we power back out of here? No. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. I'm about to hit a building. I hit the building. I want to know if it feels heavier, because I haven't really used this. I've had this for like a week, and I've barely touched it because I've been waiting for this video. It feels about the same to taxi. Right. Boeing Renton. How does she fly? Let's find out. Of course, there's not going to be audio. There's not going to be any audio difference to the regular 737 because, as said, it's just a regular but stretched. So, and besides, they share the same engine. Can the Max 10 take off from Boeing Renton? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. And to be fully honest, Renton has a pretty short runway. I'm not sure how short, but I know for a fact it's pretty short. Let's go put the gear up, which it's hard to get the whole gear stuff in frame. That's how big this thing is. There it is. Now, yeah. You can see just how agile it is. A Max 8 or a Max 9, I don't even think, especially the Max 7, I don't think the Max 7 or something will be moving like this. It definitely has a different flight model. Yo, I feel the urge to Top Gun this thing. You know what, how aggressively can I fly a 737? Oh god. Alright. You know what? I have the urge to Top Gun, so we're Top Gunning it in an airliner. Come on, yes! Low fly! Over the... Definitely is more agile, though. Oh god, we're gonna crash. Oh my god! Okay, in all due seriousness, how is it like to fly? How does it land? Will I tail strike? I didn't tail strike on takeoff. Also, this thing does not want to slow down. Holy moly. Will I tail strike?
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh! Yes! I think that was either a tail strike or a very near tail strike. Come on. Stop it, Renton. Yes. Look at that. This thing might have some performance on its wings, you know. I mean, there isn't really much for me to say about it. It's a Max 10. Good God. I don't know whether this looks really wrong or fits. Anyway, here we are at Le Mans' 1,100 meter long runway. Renton's was 1,600 meters. So we have lost 500 meters of usable runway. Let's see if the Max 10 can take off. This is pretty much just going to turn into a short performance test video, because why not? There's not really much I can tell you about the Max 10, apart from the fact it's the biggest 737 ever made. It's the heaviest 737 ever made. The takeoff warning is active. for some reason. Why? Stop beeping at me! Why are you beeping? Yeah, it's the biggest 737 ever made, the heaviest 737 ever made, and the highest capacity 737 ever made. Oh! Tail striking! Oh! We just tail struck into another dimension. We're falling. Oh, we're dead. We are now 7 tons lighter. And I'm raising the flaps a bit, because then we're going to full deploy them as we start rolling. We're also going to do a static takeoff. Release the parking brake. Drop flaps. Come on. Drop flaps as we're rolling. I refuse to believe the 737 is this weak. You are usually a runway monster. Especially the Max 7. If that comes out, I will that video will purely just be performance. Come on. Don't tail strike. Yes! Yes! I knew you weren't weak. Although there's one problem now. It's called a mounted. Oh! I guess I really am doing things unconventionally, aren't I? We're coming into the mall on the opposite side. We're going to do St. Bartholomew style here. We're going to come over the hill and we're just going to dive bomb. This is daft, but I don't care.
200.
Come on.
100.
Full power. Keep us, you know, to do the flare.
40.
Spoilers.
30. 20. 10.
Hard landing. That was fit for Ryanair. Doesn't matter. Full into the brakes. Stop! Are the brakes on? I don't know. Oh my god. Stop, 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 stop. Yes! Just barely. Just barely. St. Bartholomew. And then I think I'm going to end this off because there really is not much for me to say about this add-on. It's extremely cheap. And it definitely does the job of showcasing a Max 10. I'm already going to start dropping flaps. Get to full power. 3, 2, 1. Release the beast. Master caution. Shut up. Come on. Come on, Max 10. I know you can do it. Come on. Oh, tail strike. Yes. 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 Come on, get over the hill. Get over the hill. Come on. Yes. We're out. Right. Landing time. Because as I like to say, you can't take off from somewhere if you can't land there first. Now, whilst we're coming into land, I might as well give my opinions on this add-on. For the price it currently is, which I would say is around £3 because it's on sale right now, like the 737 MAX 9, I believe. This is an absolute steal of an add-on. It's an absolute steal, and if you don't have it already, I think you should have it. Because it's just cool. If you're a fan of the 737 MAX and you want to fly, and you want to have basically the whole family in your collection, then yeah, buy this. Because I assure you, you'll be thoroughly impressed. Especially if you don't mind the Asobo Max.
100.
Oh my god. And I certainly don't mind flying the Asobo Max. Slam it out. Oh! Oh! Like,
500. 400. 300. 200.
I have no thrust because I'm still in reverse thrust. I need to be careful to not make such stupid mistakes. I have like 500 hours in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have made over 100 videos, I think, on this flight sim. I should not be this stupid. Spoilers.
10.
Slam it out. Reverse thrust. Fall into the brakes. Can we do it? I don't know. I don't think we can. We might. Maybe. Wiggle. 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 Yes. 3 tries that took me. My thoughts on the Max 10. It's a bargain. You should get it if you're a fan of the Max 10. And if you don't mind flying the Asobo 737 Max and you like flying that, you're 100% going to enjoy flying this. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next, everybody. Take care. And I'm going to be buying the Max 9 and Max 7 if they make one.